What happened to him? What's good? What's good? Yeah, what happened to him? What happened to him, man? Bruh, what's good? Cruz, what's good? What's good? Hey, man, look, man. Nobody gotta be surprised, bruh. I've been saying it. How long have I been saying it, bro? How long have I been saying it? The rain is over. I said the rain is soon over for a long time, man. I've been calling it, bruh. He got, like I said, he fought against a 50% Tyson Fury, 100% Tyson Fury. Where them feather dusters at? Man, look, like I said, one trick pony. One trick pony. And not only did he get exposed, bruh, but he got exposed on way worse than a level that I could have predicted. Like, I knew he was going to get beat the fuck up. But come on, man. Come on, man. Like I said, I had to put my father in the ground that morning. I said, that's a sign. I said, signs and symbolism. I said, that nigga's getting knocked the fuck out. He got knocked the fuck out. Man, psh. And hey, yo, and y'all already know, if you go back and look at the videos, like I said, he ain't gonna take no rematch. That shit was so bad. That shit was so bad, he can't bounce back from it, man. If they put him back in the ring with that nigga again, you gonna ruin him. You gonna ruin him. Oh, I loved every second of that shit. Oh, man, I loved every second of that shit. Yeah, man, look, all of them trainers need to go bye-bye. Bye-bye. Man, facts, Mafia, he done. He done. Man, you should have seen all, man, look, I fell asleep after the fight, so I ain't do no lives or nothing like that, but the first thing I did was I looked at all them hating ass LDBC niggas. I looked at all their videos. All of them niggas is all humble. They all sullen and shit. They acting like it's hats off to Tyson Fury. Nah, keep that same energy. Nah, keep riding for your boy. Keep riding for him. Keep that same energy. I said them joints was coming back to the. I said all them bitches gonna be in the UK. I've been saying it, bruh. I've been saying it. I've been trying to tell niggas. I said, bruh, he gonna get dogged and he gonna get exposed. That right hand, crisp as all, get up and go. Caught him in the first round. It didn't even move him. Fury didn't even move when he got touched by that right hand. Man, it's over, man. It's over. Yeah, Toby, I'm good, bro. Man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the love, man. I know I ain't get to respond back to any of y'all comments. I just been kind of going and going and going, man. But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate all the love y'all boys are sending, man, during this tough time for me and shit. Yeah, Greg. Mark Breland definitely saved his life. But guess what, though? Teofimo Lopez said it just like I said it, man. He said it on seconds out, I believe. They gonna fire him, bro. They gonna fire him. They gonna fire him, watch. Hell yeah, Blue Sky, the LDBC definitely on Suicide Watch. Man, look, that nigga nest hurt so bad because, like I said, bro, it's kind of like it's like they drop kryptonite all on the motherfucking LDBC niggas' computers. Like they just drop kryptonite all in their computers. They can't say nothing. It ain't nothing they can say. Man, we was coming into this year and I was saying, man, I said, this is the year the LDBC go belly up. And what happened? Sure enough, everything falling apart from them niggas. Everything. Everything people been trying to say and tell them boys the whole time. It's happening, bruh. It's happening. Because y'all just ain't truth about the facts of boxing, man. Lisa Bear, salute. Red Glove Militant, salute. Told you, man, look. Band-Aid Perilous, salute. Tim Nealon, salute. Fist 26, salute. Man, look, man, Fury came out that joint. He ran to him at the bell, ran straight to him. I said, oh shit, man, and I predicted that shit to happen exactly the way the fight was going to go. I said he gonna beat that man the Steve Cunningham way, and what did he do? He went out that joint and beat that nigga just like he beat Steve Cunningham. And the bad thing is, man, niggas can say what they want. Is Otto Wallin trash or is Deontay Wilder more trash than him? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'm just looking for some answers because if Otto Wallen is trash, what does that make Deontay Wilder? By the way, where's the watch at? Where's that nigga Daniel Penner? Where's all of them hating ass niggas that be in here? I'm waiting. Them niggas told me to report. They told me to report after the fight. I knew I was gonna have a good night of sleep. Where them niggas at right now? Nobody got nothing to say. Don't nobody got nothing to say. Lee Van, salute. Welly boy slip and move, salute. Man, hey, hey, look. Hey, Welly boy, man, it's a great week of boxing, man. It's a great week of boxing, man. Hey, look, I couldn't have had a better week. I couldn't have had a better week in the boxing, bruh. And I knew it was going to happen. Black and round boxing, salute. Man, I knew it was going to happen, man. Like I said, anybody that's realistic, man, hey, I appreciate you, Lisa, real rap. Man, anybody in boxing, man, if you got like some sense, you had to know this was going to be the outcome. You had to know, like, man, that dude, oh my God, did y'all see him after the fight though? Man, hey, look, hey, Mafia, they trying to come up with some plans right now on how to switch false narratives on the world, bruh. On the world. Like, it's over. Like, it's over. There's nothing they could do. Like, Deontay Wilder was like, was they poster child for all of their nonsense, man. He done. He done. Man, look. Would it make more sense for that man to take that rematch clause or forgo that shit and just move on to the next thing? I'm asking. Because I already know what I think. I already know what I think. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Red Glove. They was calling him the dope boy. They was saying he had the hot dog body and all of that. And all of that. Man, Tim Nealon, you 100% right. He got beat in one-sided fashion. And honestly, he beat the best possible Wilder that could come to the table, man. The best possible Wilder that could come to the table, he beat. Now, we saw what happened when Wilder went up against an active version of Tyson Fury. Shit, Tyson Fury just hitting 31. He still can get better. He still can get better. Wilder ain't a student of the game, bro. And I was saying, I said, bro, a motherfucker that don't think he needed to change anything from the first fight, what you think gonna happen to him in the second fight? He didn't believe he needed one room for air improvement. And the shit that was even more funny to me, bro, is during the post fight. First, it was his arm, remember? The first fight, it was his arm. He broke his arm, so he said. He didn't remember. He didn't know what week it came out the cast or whatever. Then after this fight, your leg was wrecked. First, it was the arm, now it's the leg. Oh, man. Yeah, he didn't look right. When Fury caught him with that first jab in the first round, towards the end of the first round, I said, oh, yeah, that was the punch right there. That was the punch. That was the punch that let Wilder know he really didn't want to be here. He didn't want to be there, man. He didn't want to be there. He found out quick, bro. He found out quick. Now it's the ear. Now niggas trying to say you can't fight with a busted eardrum, bro. I done swam what? I was swimming the tanks on and shit, and I think we might have been like 15 feet deep or something like that. Eardrums pop like a descent in the water too much made my eardrums pop before my shit bleed. Man, that shit didn't fuck my day up. I still continue moving and shit like that. So a motherfucker can't sit up there and tell me that Wilder had so much, like, he had all of these problems with his fucking ear. Man, I don't want to hear that bullshit, man. I don't even want to hear it, man. He got his ass whooped. Chin Smoke, salute. Man, Victor Penn, Fah Fah, you know what it is. It's a beautiful morning, man. Figured I might as well share it with the people. Why not, man? Why not, man? We watched the fuck boy get exposed, man. That boy looked like a baby in the ring, man. MTV Party Boy, salute. Spencer's Mark, salute, man. Hey. Man, look. Tyson Fury didn't mention Anthony Joshua's name after he won that fight. He started talking that talk shit if the rematch don't happen. Man, them boys don't want Anthony Joshua, man. They don't want AJ, man. Why don't them boys want AJ? They don't want no parts of AJ. What? Man, that shit was bad, bro. His trainer said it was because walk outfit. What the fuck that had to do with anything? He trying to come up with any excuse for this clown. Man, he got beat. He got beat by a better man. A better, bigger man. Like, I was working on this video, right? The day of the weigh-in, talking about him coming in at 270. And I was just talking about size to weight ratio. I was like, man, that's the perfect weight. I was like, Tyson Fury should always fight at that weight. I just never put it out because I had so much shit going on. And sure enough, man, he came in that junk, leaned that weight on him. I said, yeah, he fought him because like Ben Davison had that man fighting fleet of foot. Tyson Fury too big for that shit. Like, you really see the difference in their size looking at their structure and everything when they was in that ring and was bullying them, moving them forward on the front foot. Like, man, Deontay Wilder, that nigga legs and ankles is like this big, bruh. He ain't have no business being in there with a grown man. He was in that joint with a grown ass man. All the constable, I appreciate that. Man, I'm feeling pretty good, man. I ain't even got no complaints, honestly. And the fact that Deontay Wilder got dogged the fuck out, I'm feeling 20 times better. Like, my morning is great right now. It is absolutely great. So Bartlett says, Wilder the same as Andy Ruiz. Fanboys made them think they had AJ and Fury's number, but they got exposed. 100% facts, man. 100% facts. And this is the thing, right? They putting all of this emphasis on Wilder being able to bounce back after this loss. But Wilder lost in a humiliating fashion like Anthony Joshua. But this is the difference, though. Can Wilder bounce back from that shit? Wilder doesn't have a Wilder, like, underneath all the bullshit narratives and everything. Everybody know when Anthony Joshua lost that fight, he gave that fight up to Andy Ruiz. Deontay Wilder didn't give that fight up. It was to the better man, like 1,000%. 1,000%. Like I said in the videos time and time again, I said when that right hand fails him, what does he have left? What can he do? What is he going to be able to do? He couldn't do shit. He couldn't do shit. And I mean, he got beat. And it's all of this shit that everybody who got something to say about Deontay Wilder, as far as constructive criticism, it's all of the shit that we believe. He's never fought an elite fighter. When he gets in there with an elite fighter, this the type of shit that's going to happen. That's the type of shit that happens. It's over for him. Bob Wilder, the one who looked like he got thrown out of a Ferrari. Oh my God. Oh my God. Red Glove, I'm trying to tell you, that man ran into a brick wall at about 150 miles an hour. I promise you that. I promise you that. The fact, Dragon Leg, AJ does got all the arsenals. But you know, the thing is, like, now it's no doubt in my mind. We already predicted this outcome, but my thing is like, looking down the line, I'm like, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is a huge fucking fight. We talking about all the belts on the line in the Ring magazine. Now we here like, yo, it's a huge fucking fight. Martin Machine salute, C-Stand salute. It's a huge fucking fight, man. It's a huge fight. They gotta make it, man. And the only way I don't think they'll make that shit, man, look, it seemed like everybody trying to dodge Anthony Joshua because he really bringing that real smoke to the table. Everybody know how realistic Anthony Joshua resume is. We know what's really what. I'm just saying, like, as far as Deontay Wilder is concerned, as far as he's concerned, it's over. He should have took the $120 million, man. He should have took the $120 million because in all honesty, would you rather lost if the fight does over a million pay-per-view buys, he gets 40 million. They both got like 20 million. Unless the fight do over like a million pay-per-view buys, they both get like 40 million or some shit like that. Bad shit crazy. What's good, my bro? But realistically, you got your ass whooped on home soil by a traveling Brit that brought probably 8,000 rowdy ass fucking UK fans into the building. They was all there for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury was 100% at home. And you got your ass wazazazuk. Like, he got whooped. Like, that was embarrassing. Like, for real, that was more embarrassing. Man, look, man, yeah, that was Anthony Joshua bad. For real, it was worse for real. They had to throw in the white towel. Fury said he was going to make them niggas quit. He said he was going to make them niggas quit, man. That nigga, He's the Black History Trivia question of the month, man. He's the Black History Month trivia question. How bad did Tyson Fury beat his motherfucking ass Black History Month? A, B, C, and D, all of them motherfuckers is catastrophic. So you can pick any one you want. Victor Penn, you right. He will die in the rematch. Man, in the rematch, I'm telling you, and Fury was going for that second round knockout. But the worst part is, he knocked your ass down and busted your eardrum in the fucking third, bruh. He was one round off his prediction and stopped you in the seventh. Baddest man on the planet, right? Tony Douglas, salute. Wilder looked like he couldn't win. Golden Glove. He can win a Golden Gloves fight right now. Breland needs sacking immediately. Man, I wouldn't even honestly Tony Douglas that Mark Breland is the issue. Mark Breland got that, he got the amateur pedigree. He's a champion on a professional level. My whole thing is JD's ain't never been on no professional level. Who is JD's coach? And then on top of that, Mark Breland, the only one that tried to save him for himself. They talking about go out on his shield. Man, that nigga was, if he would have went out on his shield, he would be dead right now. So honestly, Mark Breland is going to be the sacrificial lamb. JD's going to stay around because he a fucking yes man and all the yes men in Wilder corner. But really, Mark Breland, in the first fight, Mark Breland walked down the steps from the corner because Wilder wasn't listening at all. So it's like, the that's really telling him what he need to fucking hear. The one that really telling the truth is always going to get shitted on. Just like Luda Bella. Brought him the most money he could have made in his career. What did he turn that shit down for? $20 million and a major ass whooping. A major ass whooping, man. Nobody bothered once the Vern got hit on the ear by Deontay. You 100% right. You 100% right. Red Glove, that's facts, my dude. There's no more $100 million fight. The fight, the only way Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight can be big is the fact if you take it over to the UK because the UK fans want to see it. Anthony Joshua going to sell out anywhere he goes, especially in the UK. You can try to maximize the profits over in the UK, but that don't necessarily make it a big fight. He's been exposed as probably one of the worst fighters in the heavyweight division. Like, he has no skills whatsoever. The blueprint has been laid out to beat him. And to be perfectly honest, other guys who use that same style, they can use that, really fight with that bully pressure imprint because all Fury did was lean the weight on him for real. And possibly they can use it better. AJ, honestly, is a great inside fighter. So now AJ done seen that. What is AJ going to do? He going to run straight up to him, get on the fucking first round. And I've been saying this shit before this fight. I said AJ would stop him as soon as AJ warm up. 3 to 5 rounds. AJ would stop him in 2 rounds for sure. For sure. For sure. Red Glove. I get my payday. Come Loma versus Tia Primo, but that was a good win for boxing. Fury ain't turning down shit. Eddie said, let's make it happen. Yeah, bruh. Mafia, they need to make that shit happen, man. You right, Cruz. Attack him first was the secret formula because I've said it time and time again. I said Wilder's a terrible fighter on the back foot. I say he's a terrible fighter on the back foot because he don't even have no skills to fight off of the back foot. He doesn't exercise a pretty jab. He too much lays in weight, arms wide. His legs, his stance is all wrong, and he just flings that bitch from anywhere. He just flings it from anywhere. And you just saw how many openings Fury had to attack him, to hit him, to put pressure on him, to really do damage. Like at any given point in that fight, in any round, if you look at all of that shit, man, Fury could have touched that boy from anywhere he wanted. The body was given to him. He swung one hard haymaker at the body with half decent velocity on it. He put him on his back because he was so exhausted in the fucking third round. He was so exhausted after the third round. When he got hit with that body shot in the fifth, I think the fifth was when he dropped. Man, he went down. He went upstairs to the head, and that says him with that body shot, he was on his ground. Humiliating. Falling all over the place. The motherfucker was falling all over the goddamn ring. He couldn't even keep himself up. But we talk about Anthony Joshua being big and gassed out and all of this shit. I want to hear all of that same shit nigga was saying about Anthony Joshua. I want to hear about it. I want to hear about it about this bitch ass nigga. I don't want no cut cards. Don't hold no cut cards with me. Don't get that motherfucker no break. I want to hear all of that shit niggas was saying about Anthony Joshua. That pressure got to be applied to Deontay Wilder. Hell nah, Stance. Wilder ain't fighting no man. Look, man, Wilder ain't fighting no Anthony Joshua. But we gotta look at it like this. He a 34-year-old fighter. He a 34-year-old fighter. You already know there's no room for improvement with this guy. He ain't gonna make no adjustments. So what would I do? I'm not going into the third fight with Fury because Fury gonna get the 60% split. Wilder gonna get the 40. If the fans is looking at it from a fan interest point of view, what else is there to see? Wilder don't even got a big enough fan base to have fans interested enough to watch him come out and get his ass whooped like that. He don't got enough dedicated, loyal fans, for real. The only people that will be coming out is people for Tyson Fury. And niggas that go for Tyson Fury, they can illegally stream that shit and watch him whoop his ass from the couch. Who the fuck want to come out to see that shit again? So it would make more sense for Wilder to just go ahead, fight Anthony Joshua, try to get whatever the biggest check his team can get out of that shit or move on because he's 34 years old. There is no rebuilding. There ain't no building blocks. There ain't no getting better. I don't give a fuck how much y'all say he could pepper the jab. I don't care how much technical ability he can work on. Man, he been saying he got back to basics since goddamn Dominic Brazil. That was 2 fights ago. And that shit didn't work for him. So clearly, there ain't nothing this motherfucker can do. He is a one-trick pony. Carlos Rosado, salute. Bro, everybody was there for Fury. Wilder got booed from Thursday last night. Yeah, Mafia, I did a video on that shit from the Tuesday Grand Arrival. When Fury walked in that joint, the crowd went crazy. When Wilder walked in that bitch, you could hear a fucking pin drop. A pin drop. I said, ain't nobody here for this dude. I said, if it don't show you the momentum that Tyson Fury has and all of the things that Deontay Wilder don't possess, like Deontay Wilder, he's not a star. He's not a draw. He's been a fraud. Like, all of his fights have been handpicked. Like, look, this was the one time. This is the one time because Al and them didn't really want to make that fight again. Like, let's be honest. Deontay Wilder had to push for this fight because we all know that PBC fighters are free agents. None of these guys, right? None of these guys have broadcasting deals. So they realistically can go fight wherever they want. They can fight whoever the fuck they want to fight. Wilder pushed for this fight. He pushed for this fight because, honestly, he felt as though it was the lesser of the two evils. And then just like Tyson Fury was saying in that first press conference, no matter how many bitches or yes men you got in the corner telling you, yeah, girl, you won that first fight, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, he going to have to show and prove in the second fight. Man, he only beat a guy that was 60%. So now you really got exposed. You really got your ass whooped and shit like that. Man, there ain't really nowhere he can turn. And this is the thing about a guy who really... his whole, like, look, this is the best way I can put it. That man's whole career, his whole career has been hanging on by a thread. Y'all know what that thread is, right? It's been that WBC belt. That was the thread. That was the little bit of cognitive focus on that man's existence. Was that fucking WBC belt. That bitch gone now. That bitch gone now. So there goes his purpose. He has no purpose. He can't talk that baddest man on the planet shit. He can't say this person and that person ducked you because now you got to look at Dillian White. Now you got to look at Anthony Joshua. Now you got to look at the $120 million. You got to look at all of this stuff people decided to forego because couldn't nobody get their hands on this nigga. Tyson Fury got his hands on him. So now he can't say none of that shit. So really, what is Deontay Wilder's life right now without that WBC belt and a humiliating loss? That shit wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. I don't really know where he can go from here, honestly. It don't make no sense if I was his handler. Bruh, Lee Van, all of them niggas disappeared. SSB 28, salute. I'm just seeing people shout people out the joint, so I'm saying... I'm just shouting y'all out right back. I kind of just keep talking because I lose momentum saying and shit to stop for shout outs and shit. But yeah, Lee Van Wilder, all his fans disappeared because my whole thing is this. All of them butt boy, nut hugging ass fanboy niggas that always jump in my channel and just think motherfuckers be talking. We just like people just because like we want some bias shit. Nah, we calling it down the middle. We talking boxing shit. We talking boxing shit. My problems with Deontay Wilder ain't personal. He ain't never did nothing to me. He's never done anything to me. The only thing he's done to me is not due from my visual perspective. He's never put on, he's never performed. So I hold him accountable to that. I hold him accountable to that. Now he being held accountable to it. These motherfuckers don't like it. They all laid in the bed with pillows between their legs, crying their eyes out, sucking their thumb right fucking now. They all sucking their thumbs right fucking now. Humble pie is a motherfucker, man. Humble pie is a motherfucker. And the fact that this nigga couldn't even eat that shit and you gonna say, oh, my leg was wrecked. Bruh, it furthers motherfucking people's clarity on your delusion from the first fight. Nigga, your arm was broke. Mark Krieger asked him how long was his arm in the cast. This motherfucker didn't know. Now, ever since a child, I've broken fucking bones, whether it's playing or whether it's in sports. I can remember it since a kid how long my arm was fucking cast. Every time. That motherfucker arm wasn't never in no cast. He wasn't never hurt. The only thing that's hurt is a sucker motherfucker's pride. A sucker's pride and a sucker's ego. And that's the worst ones to hurt because ain't no coming back from that shit, man. He crying like a little bitch right now, man. Dog, he was crying in the back room like his wife massaging his leg and shit like that. Like, bruh, the agony defeat is something real. And that's something that grown men have protected another grown man from all the way up in 34 years of his life. Can't do it no more. Can't do it no more. All the constable salute. Telly Swift probably trying to get back with Jarrell Miller or Dylan White now, back to being a group again. Hell yeah. Because she knows she following the weakest link. And you following the weakest link that took the lesser of the money. Any woman that I know ever done dealt with, if there's a chance to go get a bigger bag, they gonna tell you, man, go for the bigger bag. Go for the bigger bag. Nigga, you let go of a catastrophic amount of money, man, to get $20 million, depending on what the pay-per-view do. And you recoup off the back end. But like I said, even then, you can't get no higher than 40. That goes to both of y'all. The second fight, the rematch clause is a 60-40 split. So that means Tyson gonna get the 60, you gonna get the 40. So in what way is the ESPN deal better than what Anthony Joshua was offering you at the Zone? Man, Anthony Joshua was trying to do better than that for you, man. Wilder has poor skills, ring IQ, can't fight on the back foot, and relies on power to win. Vlad knocked him out in sparring. Finkel said Wilder is too green and not ready. Absolutely. And when Shelly Finkel put that out, that came out in the article in Boxing Scene in June of 2015. And he letting them know that he's too green and he's not ready back in 2015. Here we are 5 years later. This man is too green and he still ain't ready. And Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury took that boy heart, man. He took his heart and his soul, man. Everything Wilder had, he shoved that shit in his back pocket. Like, give me that. Let me take that. All of that. He took it all. And the sad part is, like, I've never watched, like, now I don't people lose in some pretty fucking bad ways, man. But that one, like, for real, that replaces how Anthony Joshua lost, bro. Like, honestly, like, the only difference is people are trying to say that Tyson Fury is a much better caliber opponent. But my whole thing is this. It don't, like, you can look at it however the fuck you look at it. But they lost in similar fashions. Deontay Wilder gave Anthony Joshua, how my UK guys say that shit, he gave him so much stick. You gave him so much stick for catching that loss to Andy Ruiz, said he couldn't bounce back, said he was mentally fucked up and all of this stuff. Now, the reason he was saying that shit, because that's the way he would feel if he took a loss like that. He wouldn't be able to bounce back. Now, look at it like this. Anthony Joshua got a whole country following. Anywhere Anthony Joshua go, you can resurrect a boxing square and anybody, and it'll sell out. Deontay Wilder's never felt that kind of love before. So if you can't handle defeat, first time the event was successful because the arena looked sold out. The promotion was pretty good on the back end. If you can't handle a loss where you at right now, what makes him think he can come back in the third fight and even like change his destiny? I just don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening. It's hard to lose like that, man. It's hard to lose Yeah. Exactly, Toby Barler. Who's irrelevant now? Who's irrelevant now? Mafia said that nigga got $20 million last night and he fucked up $100 million for $20 million. Like, who does that? That's my point, man. Like, who does, like, how can you be comfortable with the Premier Boxing Champions blueprint, right? Knowing that you turn down $120 million to take a $20 million ass whooping that you could honestly say, because we really don't know. We really don't know how fights are going to go. We only know when we can visualize them in that evening. You can probably say that he probably could have took less of a worse. He probably could have took lesser of an ass whooping from Anthony Joshua in the first fight. You know what I mean? And still got paid more than take the ass whooping that he took from Tyson Fury. And the thing is, like, man, you lost on your soil. You lost on your soil. Like, these are all things we got to factor in. Like, we really got to factor all this stuff in and weigh it on our scales. That's just one of the things. He lost in spectacular fashion on his soil. So you can't say Tyson Fury had any advantages. It was a co-promotion. It was split down the middle. No advantages. It leaves you with less. It leaves you with a very minute amount of excuses that you can make. And then on top of it all, shit, man. Damn, that damn Tyson Fury came over here and kicked his whole ass, man. Like, really. Like, there ain't really, there's no excuse that can be made. And here's another thing that was going against Tyson Fury. Man, what side we know what side Kenny Bayless, the referee, we know what side he was on. He gave so many opportunities for Deontay Wilder to get right in that fight, and it didn't work out for him. How many opportunities did the ref give him? You tried to cherry pick a guy 3 years out the ring. It was a cherry pick gone wrong. He got ushered $100 million payday off of the fact for a broadcasting deal because you didn't want to go over to the UK. For him to take that broadcasting deal, fight 2 guys that pretty much you like verbally abused in the public by saying they trash. He wasted his 2 years, and you fought the better of the 2 opposition. This is all out of his mouth. You fought the better of the opposition, right? So he said he took his time to fight the better of the opposition. And you got abused in that joint. So once again, I would say, how good is Otto Wallin and how bad is Deontay Wilder? Shit, for real. Tom Schwartz fought better than goddamn Deontay Wilder did that first couple rounds. You right, Darnell Rashad. 1,000%. Mondolo, salute, my guy. You right, though, Darnell Rashad. He definitely didn't leave it up to the judges, and that was smart on his behalf. Yo, two hands, did you see how Bayless helped Wilder from a knockout? Of course I did. Man, they tried. Man, look, the fix was in. You could see it in the ref's eyes, man. But, man, the way Fury was on him, he didn't even allow the fucking referees to help him, man. The referees fucking trying to fix the fight. How Bruce said it. Almost got Wilder killed during the fight. Man, that fucking straight right hand was a bitch, man. That straight right hand, look. And the thing is, Fury wasn't even sitting down on most of the punches. If he would have really stayed mid-range and sat down on the punches, it would have been way uglier. Bro, everybody was going for Wilder. They gave Fury no chance. Did you see Andre Ward? Man, bruh, Mafia, man. Man, look, bruh. I looked at all of these clowns, man. I looked at all of their interviews, and I was just like, man, who is y'all niggas working for? Do y'all even think for yourselves? And they always against Fury. But my whole thing is, if y'all boxing minds and y'all boxers, we all seeing the same shit. What am I missing that y'all not? What am I not missing that y'all are, I should be saying? Because I don't get it. I don't get how anybody could get that motherfucker a chance after the first fight. 0 2 times. This is going to fuck up. Salute, Zero. This is going to fuck Wilder up mentally. He carried that belt around like a child and named the bitch Sophia. I wouldn't be surprised if he retired because he was close to death. Man, like I said, I don't see him coming for the rematch. Mighty Blue, salute. What happened, Susan? Good to see you back up. Hope you good. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Appreciate all the love. Shin Smoke said it didn't matter what kind of help Kenny gave Wilder. Tyson was on a mission. Absolutely. Blue Sky says, been saying this. Wallen is a better boxer than Wilder easily. Absolutely. Darnell Rashad says, better off Kenny Porter as the next judge. Absolutely. Mandolo says Wilder didn't win a single round and got destroyed. Absolutely. Arla says, Heyman paid the referee in the first Ortiz fight too. Yeah, man, like, bruh, it trips me out how they you can clearly see the corruption in the ring. Like you can clearly see it. You can clearly see the corruption. There ain't no way around it. Like, but the thing is, man, it was the perfect guy. It was the perfect guy in the ring tonight to put all of that shit to bed. Boxing Monster salute. I don't remember saying a heavyweight champ getting knocked down from a body punch. Oh my God. Then when he got knocked down, he slid him on his ass though. He fell straight on his ass and slid back though. Man, God damn, that nigga got humiliated, man. Like that shit was bad, man. I'm gonna keep going back to that. And there's gonna be a bunch of videos I'm gonna do. I'm gonna unpack it all and all of that shit. But I mean, like, this is the after effects of, you know what I'm saying, a good night of boxing on Fury's behalf. He got his ass whooped, man. He got his ass whooped. Now, all of these motherfucking LDBC cocksuckers, right? They act like, you know, these motherfuckers, they apparently they on internet vacation today, man. They on internet vacation today. But when I drop these videos, motherfuckers is going to hear it. They going to feel it. And all of them dick-riding cocksuckers that talk to all of that crazy shit, I'm going to make them feel it. Because apparently they on internet vacation today. Like I said, I'm going to show up win or lose. Them motherfuckers didn't show up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I could have been real petty about it and did some lives like right after the fight. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nobody show up today. That's all I'm saying. I guess they all was in Wilder locker room crying with him too. I don't fucking know. I got Wilder winning all the rounds as usual. Man, look, man. Look. Sean Porter is a professional dick sucker. I mean, look at his overbite, man. Look at Sean Porter's teeth. He's a professional dick sucker. I don't got no room to talk, but I'm just saying that nigga's a professional dick sucker. It's written all on his forehead. I suck dick professionally, especially Wilder's. I poke my ass out for Al Heyman on a regular basis. It's tattooed as a tramp stamp right above his ass. Lee Van says they would have robbed Fury if he didn't go for the kill. Absolutely. He had the TKO him or put him on his back, man. They wasn't trying to get that shit. They wasn't trying to get that shit to Tyson. They even deducted the point on him. Now, I understand he did hold the head and then come for the uppercut. But, I mean, there was clear, like, Wilder was clearly punching in the back of the head, and they didn't give him one warning. Yeah, South Croy. He did try that same fight in the first Ortiz match. And see, that's the thing, man. It's like, it's clear, honestly, if you're not going out here to seek and destroy your opponent in the heavyweight division, well, and especially in Deontay Wilder's circumstance, considering he was an American heavyweight with a belt, no matter how much of a bum he is, if you're not really going out here to seek and destroy your fucking opponents, then those are the things that are going to happen to you. They are going to fucking rob you. They're going to rob you. That's the sad part, because I can honestly say, as an American, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Like, the British have the best stable of heavyweights. They got all three of their three guys. Their three top guys are 1, 2, and 3 in the world. They 1, 2, and 3 in the world. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Dillian White. They 1, 2, and 3 in the world. I don't feel no type of way about saying that. That's just what it is. And they representing. So why can't niggas be happy enough fucking with that? That's my whole thing. Why can't you be happy enough fucking with that? You got three guys. You look at their resumes. They're not afraid to go out and fight. They're not afraid to go out and fight people in other people's backyard. And they're not afraid to leave that bitch battered, bloody. And they going to give it everything they got. But if you look at the one American guy that everybody around, what trial by fire has he ever been under? What has he ever showed you to say, this is a guy I need to get behind? He really that shit all on the motherfucking floor. He ain't never been that. So don't be shocked because these British heavyweights putting in the fucking work. Guess what? They got a fourth one over there that's coming up too, and he dangerous too, Daniel Dubois. So if Americans don't like what the fuck going on, there better be some Americans that give a fuck about their craft. Give a fuck about how they putting it down in that boxing ring. Because if you don't for real, you about to watch this little bitch boy with spaghetti legs go out and get embarrassed again. And it's going to be by lesser opposition. I'm just saying. That's what's going to happen. Fanboys made it about that because they all American. Absolutely. You can see the pundits going out there and like journalists going out there. They was even trying to use the Black History Month angle. Fury shut that shit down twice, exactly the way he was supposed to. He met that shit head on and shut that shit down. But that's the way you got to do it, man, because they act like it's a black and a white thing. Nah, this is just two motherfuckers out here to bust each other head thing wide open. It don't got nothing to do with race, skin, nothing. And then it's 20, bro, man. Sit that shit down, man. The only person that ever talked that Black History Month, I'm gonna make Fury a trivia question and all of that shit is Wilder. Wilder implements that race shit. But say if the white man would have came back and said something behind it, saying how he proud to be a white man or proud to be British or whatever, everybody would have crucified him for it. But Wilder implements that shit though. We gotta watch how we are in the motherfucking public, man. Because for real, we'll scrutinize a motherfucker for him always taking the back seat to the bullshit that we create. We'll create that shit, stir it up, and then when a motherfucker say something about it, then everybody will jump on it. Nah, fuck all that shit. Actual Facts Boxing Talk, salute. Man, hey, Spencer Mark, man, it's always a race issue for Wilder. You want to know why? Because this dude has never had any substance as an American heavyweight. He never could generate enough momentum on his own to do it on his own. So what does he do? He always go to some shit that he would hope that Black America and the rest of the chitlin fucking circuit with they ignorant asses, they going to subscribe to. But nah, man, anybody that's got any type of real integrity that really knows what's going on out here, we would know this not a racial thing. Like Fury whole story was based on mental health. That's something anybody can get along with. And especially if anybody, Black America should get along with, because that's the one thing in Black households we always said it never existed was fucking mental health issues. But we clearly know it's a fucking thing. But my whole thing is this, man, Fury never made it about that shit, so I ain't gonna make it about it, and neither should anybody else. He got his ass whooped, period. He got his ass whooped. Closed fist, close his fucking mouth. Closed fist, closed mouth. He needed all of that. I heard Tank Davis moving up to his natural division heavyweight to save America. Oh, God almighty. And PBC boxing. Man, Tank Davis take 2 more drive-through trips to Sonic. He gonna be a goddamn heavyweight anyway. Mark my fucking words. That's all I got to say about it. He's almost a goddamn heavyweight anyway. Like, he's trash. Only got his pay-per-view than Fury rocking up. He's just trash, man. Yeah, man. Fury was a class act. Man, I'm glad the way Fury handled it. I'm glad Fury went out there and did exactly what he said he was going to do. And see, that's what Sugar Hill saw that Ben Davison didn't see when he was analyzing Wilder. See, Ben Davison tried to make him stay defensive, use his intangibles to, be more defensive in the fight. See, Sugar Hill, he saw that Fury is a big 6'10" fucking heavyweight. This dude is fucking French fries to Fury. 100% French fries. Look at his legs. So Sugar Hill fucking used his weight to his advantage. Let's jump on him early. Let's get on him. And let's break him the fuck down. And that's what he did, man. That's what he did. Oh my God. Matthew Moore said LDBC on Craigslist looking for help. Alvin Charles, salute. AJ told everybody how to beat Wilder. Took what he said and put it into action. Absolutely. Absolutely. It shows he can only punch. He cannot receive a punch. I bet you Chisora beat Wilder. Man, I've been saying niggas like Chisora and all them dudes to beat Wilder. Any puncher. Man, I'm trying to tell you, the current top 5 talent in the heavyweight division will beat Wilder. Honestly, I'd have to say probably the top 10. Wilder can't really beat nobody in the heavyweight division. He can beat who you fucking who you put in his way, like try to like mold for him and throw in his direction, but he not beating nobody. Like if you just line Wilder up and say, okay, you gonna fight him, or just let Wilder's own destiny shape any one of his battles. He's not beating anybody. Like let's be realistic. He doesn't have any technical ability, man. Like he was exposed. Every weakness Wilder had showed tonight. He showed that even shooting his jab, and what can you say? He got a decent 1-2. Okay, it stops there. He can't do anything but besides use a left jab and then try to throw a right cross at you. He don't got shit. Man, you right. Man, Victor Penn, David, I'm serious. David Price probably would beat Wilder if his glass jaw don't get in the way. Man, I ain't lying. Like I'm trying to tell you all, before the Tyson Fury match, Deontay Wilder's most credible opponent was Charlie Zelenoff. That's not no exaggeration. That's a fact. Charlie Zelenoff was more popular than anybody Deontay Wilder had fucking faced up to that point. I'm not trolling. I'm not being simple-minded here. I'm just stating the facts. Deontay Wilder probably got more recognition for that shit with Charlie Zelenoff than anything he did up until Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury was his first fucking pay-per-view. Like, Deontay Wilder just like, man, he made a mockery of his fucking career, man. And he went out like a straight bitch. Like, he couldn't mount any offensive. He couldn't mount any defensive. He couldn't even pepper the jab off the back foot. Like normally if you fighting off the back foot, you trying to stave the big guy off. So you punching in bunches and you punching off the back foot and you punching with a bunch of flurries trying to keep pepper him and keep him off. Like Wilder didn't even punch with any conventional, like, to even like keep Tyson Fury off of him. Like Fury was just like, I'm in here and I'm going to be anywhere I want to be, wherever I want to be. God damn it. When I pick and choose, this is what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to turn you. I'm going to push you backwards. I'm going to push you to the left. I'm going to push you to the right. I'm going to use my right hand to just stay. I'm going to use my right to just stave off your right. And I'm going to stab you with the left. Like, he just did whatever he wanted to do, man. And it was a scary thing to see. You right, Chin Smoke. He made him look less than an amateur. He made him look so pedestrian. Like, man, for real, I think, man, if Evander Holyfield wanted to come out of retirement right now, man, and just smack him around for the fun of it, if he had a belt, he could have did it. He could have did it. Paul Lindley said the ring walk outfit was too heavy. You right. It fatigued the fuck out of him. 3 rounds. If Fury, all Fury would have had to do was say the third round, and oh my God, bro. If he would have said the third round, this would be like the conversation, like that motherfucker would be like the White Ali right now. No bullshit. But my whole thing is this. I'm going to stay more focused on Deontay Wilder and this shit because it really wasn't about Fury's abilities and all that, because we already knew what Tyson Fury was capable of, what he could do. But my whole thing is, and I'm taking nothing away from Tyson Fury here because we already knew what he would do, and I respect Tyson Fury. But it don't say much about you beating Deontay Wilder, man. Like, I'm going to be honest. It don't say much about him beating Deontay Wilder. It'll say something if you beat up Anthony Joshua. That's where it all boils down to me, because I feel like, just like Steve Kim was saying, Anthony Joshua was getting disrespected on such a level I couldn't even believe in that fucking fight week. If Tyson Fury wants to have a legacy, you're going to have to fight Deontay Wilder. And if Deontay Wilder don't take the rematch, it's going to be Dillian White versus Tyson Fury. That's going to be, and honestly, for real, I think Dillian White could give Tyson Fury a lot of trouble in that match, for real. Yeah, he did duck Shannon Briggs. Wilder's ducked everybody in his career. Any fight that could have been made of just pure venom smoke, people wanting it with him. Anybody that, it's a trend. Anybody that calls out Wilder, their team is not going to let him, because if they not, they not buying into this whole falsified fear that Deontay Wilder has created amongst the boxing world. Like, if anybody believed that Deontay Wilder really is a softy, like, they not gonna let him fight him. Because that's how the real dogs in the heavyweight division look at him. They look at him like he's soft. And they rightfully should. Because he is soft. Like, I was telling niggas during the press conference, right? I said, Deontay Wilder's so nervous right now, he won't even let this motherfucker talk. He afraid of what's going to come out of his mouth and what the people could truly hear. But my thing is this. Don't worry about him trying to sway the people's opinion on you, because he's going to do that fucking on February 22nd. And he did it. Man, Wilder wasn't easy that whole fight week. And then as you saw, like, they had 7,000 people at the fucking weigh-in, and they had to cut the weigh-in off at 7,000. That was more people physically than Wilder's fucking last pay-per-view against Luis Ortiz brought in without comps. Without comps, man. That moment was so fucking huge, and I'm not making no excuse for Wilder. I'm just saying, Wilder knew he didn't beat him the last time. So to go into this fight, he knew he was uneasy. He knew what he was going up against. And then the fight, the magnitude of the fight was 3 times bigger than the first fight. So now you dealing with so much pressure. You dealing with so much pressure. You know you got your ass whooped the first time. So that means you getting your ass whooped in front of way more people than you did the last time. Boy, man. Boy, that nigga, man, look, I'm trying to tell you. He on suicide watch for the next week. Wilder's on suicide for the next week. The reason why Wilder won't get better is because he won't have the confidence in the new skill. His confidence was only in a dodgy right hand. Absolutely. And my whole thing is, as I've always said, is it's hard to get better when you believe you didn't do anything wrong. Now in a devastating knockout, you know you did everything wrong. But even he has 30 days to file for this rematch. Do y'all honestly see him fighting for this rematch in 30 days? I don't think he'll do it. Matthew Moore says the LDBC blaming flashlights in his face for fucking confusing Wilder in the ring. He thought he was hit by he was at a stoplight. No, that motherfucker ran into a stop sign. He got his ass whooped, man. Greatest, hardest puncher of all time. Now he's going down as the biggest fraud, and he going down as probably one of the weakest punchers for real. Because, like, let's be serious here. Wilder hit Fury with everything he had in the first round. It was 2 times he caught him with that right hand flush, and Fury just moved his head like this, took it, and came back. And Fury honestly did Wilder a favor by trying to help him save face. You know what I mean? Because Fury said, I want y'all to think everything about this dude before I break him down. I want y'all to think he the best thing, the hardest puncher, all of that shit. He said it on the first press conference. I want y'all to think all of the shit. So when I break this motherfucker down, I broke down the best Deontay Wilder, the so-called baddest man on the planet. All this shit y'all talk about this clown. And he broke him down. And none of his all of his punches looked regular. Looked regular for real. It looked like Andy Ruiz hit harder than that motherfucker. The dump truck driver looked like he hit harder than that dude, man. It's over for this nigga, man. It's over for him, man. So I figured it out. Wilder wasn't scared of AJ. Wilder was scared of getting his ass beat in front of 90,000 people. Man, look, facts. So they took the safe bet in Fury. Absolutely. Man, that big stage. If he would have had to deal with Anthony Joshua on that big stage in front of 90,000 screaming Brits, that motherfucker whole ass would have fell out in front of him, man, before he hit the stage, man. He would have been sweating motherfucking. He would have sweat so much that he would have gassed himself out before he even got through with the ring walk. Yeah, Tim. He beat his ass something bad. And I mean, it was like it was an ass whooping in spectacular fashion. It was an ass whooping of monumental proportions. It was an ass whooping of, like, damn, your kids gonna look at you different. Like, his whole family was there too. Like, his whole family was there. He got his ass whooped so bad in front of his kids. Like, you looking at like, when his kids gotta walk past Tyson, they gonna start looking at their dad different and shit. They gonna look up at him and shit and wonder how his dad respond to that shit. It's kind of like when you get your ass whooped like that, like, you gotta give your lunch tray away to that dude every time you see him. Like, Fury like the bully in the yard. Like, every time Wilder fucking see that man, if he eating out with his wife or whatever, he got to give all his. If they at Chick-fil-A, He got to give him all the nuggets, the waffle fries, the fountain drink. Fury can just disrespect him, take his chicken nugget, dip it in his wife's sauce, and eat that shit and all that shit. It's over. He the feather duster, right? He the feather duster. With a feather dusted your motherfucking ass. God damn. The feather dusted your ass. Look, I'm trying to tell you from now on, anytime him and his family out, I don't care if they're at McDonald's, I don't care if they're at Chick-fil-A, wherever they're at, whatever his wife eating, Tyson Fury that shit too. And I mean that shit with no disrespect to Deontay Wilder's wife. I would never, no way. I leave women and all that shit out of it. I'm just cracking jokes, and I way in shape or form I disrespecting his wife. I'm just saying that's how bad he got his ass with. If Tyson wanted that shit off of Deontay Wilder's fucking plate, he could walk up to him in any restaurant and just take that shit. Remember how when Shannon Briggs and walked up to Vladimir Klitschko and he was out that joint eating with Hayden and shit like that, started eating the salad and all that. Yeah, Tyson Fury can do that in real life all the time. All the time. Bruh. Boxing ego was so crushed, man. I was watching this little shit this morning on replay. Man, this nigga was like, I'm going to take time to do these super chats. Shout out to the super chats. Shout out to the super chats. All of them niggas. 78 Sports, fucking ego, all of them niggas, man. Them niggas didn't have, man, look, them niggas were so thankful for them super chats this morning, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell you, man, look, I guarantee more Fury fans and more Anthony Joshua fans probably gave them niggas super chats because they felt sorry for them niggas. For real. I almost thought about donating them niggas a super chat last night. Julian said, I think Wilder going to take the rematch because his pride hurt and his ego going to get in the way of logical facts. Shout out. What's up, Cuzzo? Man, look, man. Honestly, cuz he in one or two positions, like I said. You can either take that rematch and understand that all of your handlers is around you now. They probably not going to be there after that because it's either Wilder's going to take this rematch and his career is going to be over after this and he's going to get stopped in a worse fashion than he did last night, or you can move on and try to salvage whatever type of money you can get from an Anthony Joshua fight and look at it like Anthony Joshua could possibly be easier than Tyson Fury. Not saying that he will. I'm just saying styles make fights. I'm just saying, man, you could try to get the biggest paycheck you can at this point, but honestly, man, there ain't nothing he could do, man. I've been saying this shit since the beginning of time, man. I've been telling niggas this shit. Once Plan A fails, what else does this nigga got? What else can he do? Plan A failed. It failed. There's nothing else he could do. We saw he was in there with a whole nother fucking animal. Bruh, and then the fact that Fury said he wanted to taste that nigga blood, then lick the fucking blood off that nigga neck. Oh my God. I'm done, man. I'm done. I don't know what else to say for real. I don't know what else to say, man. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, cuz I called it, man. Like, I'm just saying, man. With me, it always go down like this, man. Skills pay the bills, man. And I understand it's the heavyweight division or whatever, but when you looking at a hybrid heavyweight like Tyson Fury, he ain't your prototypical heavyweight because now the heavyweights are getting bigger. They 6'5" all the way up to 6'10" now. Move light on his feet like he weigh 168, 160 fucking pounds. Nimble with the jab. Like, got a high punch output for a guy that big. Man, he's not your normal guy, but he's got a studious work rate, and he's a student of the game. Like, he's got so many things working for him. It's like all of these things that I've known about Deontay Wilder's whole career, flailing right hand, never fucking took time to learn anything, and all of that shit. It all just came back to bite him in the ass. These are all things we already knew. These are all things that he just couldn't bring to the table. And tonight, last night, he just was exposed on every bit of it. I've said he's been protected his whole career. I've said they only put him against people that they know he can beat. A couple of his fucking opposition done took dives for him. So much, you could go back and look at the fucking Malik Scott fight if people think I'm bullshitting on that. I've said all of this shit. And the one night Why I said you fought a guy that came off a 3-year layoff, had to lose had to lose one of me. I weigh 185 fucking pounds. Tyson Fury had to lose my whole body worth of weight when he came back and fought Deontay Wilder. And he looked great fighting fleet of foot. Then he came in, he fought you on the front foot, put you on the back foot, and you look like a fish out of water. Like a freight fish out of water, man. And he got beat, man. And he got exposed. And I just don't see, I just don't see nothing else. I don't know that there's anything else that Deontay Wilder could do at this point other than get the bag. Get the bag, go for the bag, and try to get the biggest bag you can. Because your wife looking at you different. Your kids looking at you different. Everybody at Premier Boxing Champions is looking at you different. Because not only did you lose your belt, and the Ring magazine was on the line, it was a co-promoted event. Not only was it just you versus Tyson Fury, it was Bob Arum versus Al Heyman. It was ESPN versus Fox. It was major marketing conglomerate versus major sports marketing conglomerate. You lost. Fox lost. Al Heyman lost. The LDBC went belly up. Every bit of fucking leverage that you could say about this side of the street shit, it honestly makes you look at the rest of the PBC like, this is why they don't send the mother fighters across the motherfucking street. Because them niggas ain't really fighters. They play fighting. But them other niggas over there in that room, them other niggas at the zone, they fighting for real. They fighting for real. Man, I don't know how, man, Boxing Monster, I don't know how anybody gave that nigga 2 rounds. I didn't get that nigga 2 seconds. The moment Fury jogged over to his ass, that's the moment he started losing the fight. I'm trying to tell you. Ray Charles could see he got his ass whooped that night. Yeah, of course. Look, I'm trying to tell you. The love for Anthony Joshua about to go through the roof. Look, watch what I tell you. See, because look, it's always some ignorant motherfuckers. It's always some ignorant, and listen to what I'm about to tell y'all. Because it's always some ignorant motherfuckers in new media. J.E., salute. It's a great day in boxing, my nigga. Yo, it's always some ignorant niggas in new media. So look, this is what they gonna do. Because Tyson Fury white, and I honestly don't want to say this because I don't want to speak this bullshit into existence, but I know these ignorant motherfuckers over on the LDBC side. Because Tyson Fury is white, and because he busted that bitch boy Deontay Wilder's ass, them motherfuckers is gonna go hanging their hat on trying to salvage they fucked up ass predictions. Torn Blaze salute. They're gonna try to salvage they fucked up ass predictions, they fucked up ass channels, and they're gonna act like they rock with Anthony Joshua because he the darker tone out of the two. But really, I don't know. They would probably hate on Anthony Joshua and give Tyson Fury all of the credit in the world, and they'll try to say, oh well, Tyson Fury was this and this. Well, honestly, I really don't give a fuck what they do at this point because they've been exposed as frauds. The LDBC is belly up. UGC, MBBC, man, we are new media. Period. Ain't no, we ain't doing no line, we ain't doing no flexing. We talking real boxing shit. These motherfuckers out here faking, man. You know what I'm saying? You right, Catacor. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm kind of like. But it's like when you dealing with type of clown ass niggas, they are like for real. That's what I'm trying to balance it out. I'm like, man, the hatred for Joshua probably is going to outweigh the hatred for fucking Tyson Fury for real. But my whole thing is this, man. If he don't take the rematch, the LDBC is going to burn. The LDBC going to burn. If he don't look, the LDBC reputation, I promise you, is staked on Deontay Wilder taking this rematch. And another motherfucking thing. Watch how the motherfuckers start rallying around Errol Spence now. All them niggas gonna do is talk about Errol Spence. Paul always knew Wilder was a fraud. He lied and stole money from me, but they should have stopped it 4th round. I was genuinely worried for Wilder's health. Man, Catacor, to be perfectly honest, like, I said this before the fight was even gonna happen because I knew it was gonna be like this. Honestly, Wilder, I really don't see him taking the rematch. I really don't see him taking the because my whole thing is this, man. Like, he can't make enough improvements in fuck the next fight. Fuck the immediate match. Wilder couldn't make enough improvements in the next 5 years to handle that Tyson Fury. So I don't really see the point. Like, you would get more money fighting Anthony Joshua, trying to build yourself back up and fighting Anthony Joshua or some shit like that than going against Tyson Fury and like really killing your chances at the biggest payday you can get and more belts. I don't know, man. I don't know. I honestly don't see him taking it. But honestly, I really don't think he really don't have no choice though. He really don't have no choice. He got to do salute. Man, gun rights, you right, bruh. Like, I don't want to see a rematch either. Honestly, like, what point is it? What point does it make for him to have a rematch, man? What point is it for him to have a rematch? You know what I'm saying? Like, they like, it was so bad that, you know, the fight was so humiliating. Like, I don't know, man. But then again, at the same, but see, the way I look at Anthony Joshua, I look at Anthony Joshua's situation completely different than I look at Deontay Wilder's. Anthony Joshua had knocked Andy Ruiz on his ass, overcommitted, and just got clipped, hit on the temple, and he lost his legs. That was it. Equilibrium shot. Deontay Wilder wasn't ever on top in this situation. So it's all Paul. So it's almost like I can't even honestly, like, even be biased, I can't even say what improvement Deontay Wilder can make because I saw so many holes in this shit. I don't even see an improvement, man. I don't even see an improvement he can make. Oh yeah, Matthew Moore, you already know. Yeah, we definitely gonna get a multicast going. Freaking other phone dead right now. I left my charger in my sister's car last night. I got my charger, and I'm gonna charge it up, and I'm gonna call everybody and figure out what everybody trying to do. Like, I'm definitely gonna get up with IBFP. Already know I'm gonna get up with Boom, see what mine talk, Andrew, pretty much everybody. Ring IQ. I'm gonna see what everybody got going on. What they do, and of course, I'm gonna jump on the panel with it, man, because like I want to hear what other people's opinions are on it. Because, like I said, there's still so much. You know what I'm saying? Can't really divulge it all because there's so much that's gonna come out over the course of the next few days about what people broke down, what everybody's analysis is going to be different on some level. You know, I'm kind of interested to hear whatever people think about it, what they feel about it. My whole thing is this, man. It was humiliating. It was bad. The belt is with its rightful owner, the guy who won the first fight. I understand people saying, yo, you need to really take the belt off of the champion. And if that's what people wanted to see, we saw that last night. So at the end of the day, Fury, hats off to Tyson Fury, man. But now Fury and Anthony Joshua has got to be it's got to be done, man. Like, you can't have these two guys in the UK holding all of that metal and them motherfuckers not bump heads. South Korea, I don't know though, bro, because AJ said he would fight Wilder regardless. So if I'm just going off of what Anthony Joshua was saying, Anthony Joshua said he will fight Deontay Wilder regardless. So is it a fight that I'm saying what happened? I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't really like the way Tyson Fury was talking in the post conference, but my whole thing is this. He just came off of a fucking huge fight in a long training camp, so really I wouldn't want to flood this fucking moment with talks of Anthony Joshua too. But I mean, shit, y'all used the whole promotion to talk about him, so fuck it. Why not throw his name out there? It was funny to me that they did not throw fucking Joshua out there last night in that post conference, not once. But you know, they throw his name out there any other fucking time when they need to use it. Who he gonna fight next if not Fury Ortiz? You think he gonna go after Anthony Joshua? Man, Catacor, honestly, it would make sense for me. Honestly, I think he should go after Anthony Joshua, man. Like, when I done learned from all of these big fights, man, make the big fights happen while they're available, man. I honestly don't know if the way he talking though, man, it's like Fury say a lot of shit. I believed him when he said he wanted to do 3 fights and retire. Wilder, White, and Joshua. You know what I mean? So if he does that, That's what I believe to happen. But I don't. But I believe that if Deontay Wilder don't take this fight, man, his next fight is going to have to be Dillian White. Because Dillian White, well, he's going to have to probably fight a tune-up fight. But we know Dillian White mandatory going to get called next year. So it all boils down, man. Really, it all boils down to Tyson Fury, really, because Tyson Fury can honestly get who he wants. Because Dillian White will fight him, Anthony Joshua will fight him. The guys want to make the fight, so really, you just got to make the fight. Martin Ramos, salute, man. I appreciate you, brother. Man, I'm sorry to hear you lost yours too, man. It's a part of life that we never expect, man. We just deal with it the best way we can. Ken Swanee, you right. He don't have no belt. So why would Anthony Joshua fight Wilder? Anthony Joshua would fight Wilder because think of all the shit Wilder said. Think of all the shit Wilder said, all of the shit he did, regardless. It's another fight that makes sense in the heavyweight division in the sense to where it's like, okay, you already Wilder's been exposed. It's an easy one for Anthony Joshua, but there's a lot of disrespect between the two of them men. Not on Anthony Joshua's part, but there's a lot of disrespect that Anthony Joshua ain't really trying to stand for. So he probably want to beat him the fuck up for that shit. Probably the reason why he's saying he'll take that fight. And I don't blame him. I don't want to whoop his ass too. Man, gun rights, man, I'm with it, man. That's what needs to happen, man. Man, matter of fact, man, I'm gonna hit Steve up. I'm probably gonna hit Steve up after I get up, man. As soon as my phone charge, actually, and see what the fuck, see what I can see what he got to say about the shit, man. But my whole thing is, like I said, man, Fury and Joshua has to be the fight, man. It has to be the fight. Steve him said after the assault, no rematch. He said, he talked to them after the fight, and they want to make AJ versus Fury. Bro, if they make it this year, man, that's great because y'all already know where I stand on this whole shit. I said the only way we're gonna get an undisputed match is if Tyson Fury got those belts. If him and Anthony Joshua stage the fight, these are the only two guys that are really willing to make it bump in the heavyweight division. And Dillian White, of course. So that would be the fight that needs to happen. Honestly, I honestly believe that the fight will happen. I don't have no reason for it not to happen. But it breeds a different conversation now. This is why I just said Deontay Wilder just needs to be completely removed from the whole conversation. Like he needs to be pushed to the side in the sense of where it's like just that whole talks of like Deontay Wilder was just clogging the drain of just the flow of the heavyweight division, just circulating great fights. So now that Deontay Wilder is out the way, we can realistically change this fucking conversation, kick his name to the fucking curb, because realistically, where it should be, kick to the wayside and talk some realistic shit. Get back to boxing, man. Get back to the sweet science. Get back to what it's all about, because Deontay Wilder has been the topic of conversation for too long. All right, we waited for the moment to see him fall to top opposition. He's falling to top opposition. So now